Advocate Kapil Madan, the problem is that after 1 month, for 1 month, I've heard a lot of comments about culture being offended, about moral values being changed, and these are words which the Supreme Court has ruled as well. The problem is I still don't know what exactly constitutes and comes and defines culture or moral heritage. If I drop an F bomb here, I might not find it offensive, but you may find it offensive. If you drop an S bomb here, you may be fine with it, but Mr. Shashank ji might not have a problem with it. So in a country where 140 crore people can have their own individual and unique perspectives about what is offensive, what is not, how does any government, even with pure intentions, try and come up with a regulation content which does not border into censorship?
So, Ritanshu, let me say one thing. We are all losing sight of the fact that what is considered as obscene by, in our law has been reiterated by the Supreme Court. Something can be, uncivil. Some statements can be, immoral, uncivilized, but that does not, satisfy or, comes under the definition of obscene, because there are a different standard which will define whether a particular statement is obscene or not. I absolutely agree with you. I think you have, in your question itself, you have given the perspective to our viewers that one thing could be, immoral insofar as my standards of comprehensions are concerned, but it may not necessarily be true in your case. So
Yeah.
I agree with you. But having said that, the test in my understanding should be, unless someone's speech is inciting any kind of violence, unless someone's speech or a statement comes under the definition of the words obscene as we understand, by way of our Honorable Supreme Court judgment, I think our Constitution permits you to say, and you should just not be punished because you have made certain statements which, as per someone else's standard or comprehension, may be inconvenient for him. So it's a very thin line on which the court has to decide. But to lodge FIRs against someone, to put people in jail just because they have made some sort of statement which are inconvenient, I think this is not something that our constitution permits.
And we have not heard anything from the Supreme Court over whether this was an overreaction or not. The Supreme Court, in fact, said that if you allow Allahbadia to go ahead with the show, there will be more FIRs filed, as if that is something that is okay with it. Shashank?